In today's fast-paced economy, our personal financial demands can often catch us off guard, leaving us hunting for speedy solutions to make extra cash. Whether you're saving for a special occasion, a deposit on a house, or you just want to boost your bank account, there are plenty of ways to put a few dollars in your pocket. Don't worry, you won't need to jump through hoops or gain additional qualifications to get started with these side hustles. With that said, here are 5 legit ways to make extra cash. Number 1. Rent out your garage car park space. If you live in a high-demand area where parking is overpriced, renting out your garage or car park space is a great way to make extra cash. To get started, make sure your space is clean and well-maintained. Review local regulations and homeowner association rules about renting out parking spaces. You will also need to contact your insurance provider to make sure you have enough coverage for liability and property damage. Once you have everything ready, advertise on websites such as Gumtree and Craigslist. There are also websites like Stash B and Just Park specifically dedicated to helping people rent out their garages. Number 2. Rent out your car. For those of you willing to take the risk of letting other people drive your car, you can make decent money renting it out. This works well for people who take public transport to work and only drive on the weekends. Websites and apps such as HireACar, JetAround, and Turo connect car owners with potential renters. Before advertising your car for rent, review your car insurance policy to ensure you can rent your car out for commercial purposes. Number 3. Have garage sale. Are your closets and cupboards packed with things you don't wear or use? Research suggests that women only wear 20-30 of their wardrobe. Additionally, 30-80 of Americans own a storage space. In other words, people are hoarders and own things they don't use. If you're not sure what to get rid of, a good rule of thumb is to discard items you haven't used in 12 months, because if you haven't used something in a year, you're probably never going to use it. You'll be surprised at how much stuff you don't need and how much money you can make from it. Remember, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Number 4. Teach English. You don't need an English degree to teach English, as long as English is your first language. There are plenty of people who will pay you to teach them how to speak it. Some tourists and those visiting the United States for work may simply want an English-speaking friend to keep them on their toes while they study the language, and they're willing to pay someone for a couple of hours a week to help them out. There are plenty of opportunities to get paid teaching someone to learn English. You've just got to look for them. Number 5. Be a patient for medical students. Becoming a patient for medical students in training is a unique opportunity to contribute to the medical field at the same time as making extra cash. Here are some tips on how to get started. Identify medical schools. Contact different medical schools to find out whether they need patients. You'll probably need to fill out an application and they'll contact you if you're suitable. This is not a holiday job, so be sure to get in touch with the school during term time. Get tested. In some instances, you may need to get tested to ensure you're healthy enough to participate. However, this will depend on what the medical school needs the patients for. If you have a chronic health condition, don't let that stop you from applying because your illness may not affect the role you'll need to play. Attend training. A training session will help you prepare for the role. The length of the training will depend on the medical school and what they'll need you for. Now that you're armed with 5 great ways to make extra cash, it's time to get hustling. To increase your chances of making more money, use as many of these as possible. It will be hard work, but it'll be worth it once you have the funds you need.